Instead of worship, you'll find a creation story all its own inside this small art studio at Calvary Baptist Church.
I don't use any of the traditional kind of quilting practices. I don't plan anything. I don't iron. A real quilter would probably be horrified at the things that I'm doing. I kind of just make it up as I go, and it's impulsive and intuitive.
Laura Wennstrom's work will soon be on display at an upcoming artistry exhibit.
I've created a series of sculptures that are made out of fabric.
The tent-like pieces
I keep recycling and cannibalizing these same scraps.
give the beholder the opportunity to find the beauty.
They're sort of like tents. They're sort of like upside-down containers. They're kind of a place to hide.
Laura also makes other comparisons.
I've been thinking a lot about displaced people and refugees. These Somalian refugee camps that they had made all of these tents out of brightly colored fabric, and they were stunningly beautiful, but also had this really dark side that these people they don't have a home, they don't have a country to live in.
No matter what you take away from the pieces,
it gets better the longer you work on it, really.
There's one observation everyone will make. Color is everywhere.
On the surface, my work is very bright and happy, and people often have connotations of it's like a circus or a party. But what's sort of ironic about my work is that oftentimes it's coming from a place of angsty turmoil. Maybe it's so sweet and so bright and so over the top that it's really maybe about a darker thing.
From a church,
what you see is what you get,
to an in-home studio, the other artist in the upcoming exhibit,
the name of the show is Chromatic Construction,
has a similar work ethic.
I like to think too much when I'm painting. Just get in there and do it.
And style.
I would definitely say color is important. My pieces do end up looking pretty bright and colorful, even when I try to get it a little more subdued.
Mary Bergherr uses acrylic paint, oil pastels, colored pencils, and flexibility.
Before I start a piece, I really don't know what I'm going to do. I start by just, in a real uninhibited way, just get some color on the board. I work on wood, recycled wood. Folk art is a big influence, so I'm not real concerned with perfection and if everything looks perfectly. That's what really drew me to folk art.
But she does have one goal.
I want them to feel happy or joyful. Some people have told me that that's what my paintings make them feel, and that's a win.
Chromatic Construction will be in the Inez Greenberg Gallery from June 30th to August 11th. A chance to see colorful creations.
I'm continually cutting things up and then putting them back together and cutting things up and putting them back together.
Each piece,
I do kind of big shapes.
Uniquely.
And then some smaller things for interest and texture.
Its own.
A lot of people are like, ew, gross, old used bed sheets. And I'm like, yes.